I may be new to BookTube, but I am definitely not new to spiraling over books that just emotionally destroy me. Welcome, I'm Brittany. I am brand new to BookTube, but I have been creating content for a little bit over a year now, like on Bookstagram and Book Talk. And I thought, hey, why not? Let's start a BookTube. I would love to just create a community where we can share book recs, obsessed over characters that we love or hate, share everything, and have this just be like an incredibly safe space. So thank you so much for watching. And I thought it would be just a great way for me to kind of introduce myself and the books that I love by doing the BookTube Newbie Challenge. So let's do this. I have all my questions right here, so let's just dive right in to question one. Why did you start this channel? And honestly, that's such an easy one because I wanted to. I wanted to find more like-minded readers. When I love a book, I cannot wait to share it with people, mostly so I can just talk about it with somebody else and we can obsess over the same characters together. We can have those like mind-blowing endings, and just to have that like friendship where it's like you're texting your best friend, you're like, we have to read this book now. I know you're going to absolutely love it. That is one of my favorite parts about creating content and starting this page over here. I am also a big digital planning book girly, and so I love creating content that has to do with like book journaling and TBR list and kind of just unhinged chaos in the best way possible, and helping everyone kind of become a more organized reader. Because if you're anything like me, you read a book and then you forget about it, or you only remember certain pieces, and you're trying to tell someone that you love this book and you're like, I can't even remember the characters' names. All I remember is that I love this book. And that is what I'm here to help you with. Question two, what unique things will you bring to BookTube? And I feel like so many creators right now, we're just always kind of recommending and talking about the same books. And it's my goal to read as many books as I can without it taking over my life, but really share books that are kind of more underhyped and not as popular. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the popular books and I also love recommending them, but there are so many other books out there that I just don't feel like people know about. And I know that if like you like these type of books, you would probably love these type of books. And so that is kind of my goal. Also, just to share digital planning and kind of anything reading adjacent in a cozy little community. Why do I love reading? And that's easy, because I want to escape. I love reading books where I can just be transported to a completely different reality. I can forget about the day-to-day chaos that we all kind of live throughout our lives. Reading is enjoyment, it's not a chore. And anytime a book starts to feel like I have to read it or I have to finish it, and I'm not like 100% enjoying, DNF, on to the next book. Life is way too short. What book got you into reading? And I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this like little tiny series called A Court of Thorns and Roses. I think a lot of people can relate to that one, but that is the book that launched my creativity, my love for the genre as a whole, and just really brought me back into reading as an adult. Another book that really helped me, understand what kind of books I liked was Verity. I remember the specific time we were sleep training my daughter, and I was like sitting in the room with her, but I had to pick a quiet activity while she was like trying to fall asleep, but something that, wouldn't disturb her. So I was like, I'll read a book. And I remember seeing all these reaction videos of the book Verity on Book Talk, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read Verity. Started it, finished it within a week, and I was like, jaw on the floor. Number one, I can't believe I just read a book in a week. Number two, how do I get this feeling again? That like, oh my God feeling. And I feel like since that book, I've been chasing that like book high ever since. What kind of books do I enjoy reading? Well, number one, romantasy, obviously. Number two, thrillers. Number three, romance. But anything that has witty banter, tension, and angst, I will eat that up in any genre. I usually don't lean more towards like contemporary romances unless I'm really in the mood for like a fluffy type romance. It's like, I want the heartbreak, I want the enemies to lovers, I want the morally gray characters. The more emotional damage to me, the better. When did I start reading? Well, I guess as a child, that's when we all learn to read, but when did I fall in love with reading? That would have to be in middle school. I have this core memory of my family like dragging me on a camping trip when I was in middle school, and I was like, not my vibe. I'm gonna read these books that just came out, and I think there was like, I don't remember now, but maybe like 3 books out of the Harry Potter series. I brought those books with me. I sat in my tent the entire camping trip and was just in that world, like thinking about these characters when I'm sleeping, thinking about them when I'm waking up, following the story, like just so involved with these characters. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that reading could do this for you. And that was just the most amazing feeling ever. After that, I don't really remember what happened in between there, but then I remember kind of like early college days. I won't say how old I am yet, but there was like Twilight was blowing up, Divergent, Hunger Games, and then I read like Gone Girl. I don't remember the exact order of all those books, but I was like in it for those books. In it. And I feel like a lot of people can relate. So it's like you start at Harry Potter and then you go through like Twilight and these little other books, and then you end up at ACOTAR, and then you're here. Like, how did that happen? And now reading is a huge part of my personality, and I'm still here for it. What does your book collection look like? And let's run through it, but warning, it's complete chaos. I try to keep it organized, but we all know how that is. This section right here is kind of more of all my fantasy, maybe not fantasy, it's not the right word. This section right here is my series collection where I have like lots of authors grouped together, more powerful series grouped together. Some of my God tier series are in this section. And then the rest of the bookshelves, except my book of the month books, are all just grouped by color. And that is primarily because my daughter wanted a pink section and then she wanted a purple section, and she was like organizing all those books. So I was like, all right, we'll just go with the color coding. And it's still just a work in process. And to be honest, I don't even know why I have so many books, because I primarily read on my Kindle. 100% of the time. It's like, even if I own a physical book, I'll check it out from Libby and I'm still reading on my Kindle. And yeah, I'm a weirdo. Any questions for your favorite book talkers? And yes, absolutely. How do you do it? On top of editing long form videos, which is like a whole different beast than posting little funny things on like TikTok or IG, like how do you do it? How do you find time to read the books, make your videos, edit and post them? It seems like a little daunting to me, so I'm trying to, come up with like a good cohesive schedule. So I would love to know like what works best for you, what has been your successes, and kind of, as a planner, from the minute you hit like record to the minute you batch that video, like what does that process look like for you? And we had a little person that wanted to join us. Like I said, complete chaos over here, usually all the time. But this is Molly, one of my little pups. We love her. And like I said, just to wrap this up, this is a place that is meant to be very safe. I cannot wait to share all my book reviews with you guys, have you read some just unhinged but fun but thought-provoking but also tons of emotional damage type books if you're here for that. And if we don't always agree on a book, totally okay. There are so many books, and sometimes we're in different moods, different places in our life when we're reading that one book. But I hope that this can still be a safe place, and I really hope just to add some more unhinged books to your TBR. Sorry, but not sorry. Once again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.